our neighbors know we work in a radio station. Some of us, our neighbors do not know. They only say we say we go to work, right? So we leave the house whenever we leave the house. We're not leaving the house first thing in the morning like every other normal human being. Someone like me, see when I left my house today, 11:30 here, and then I'm coming back from work past 3. Which kind of work I did walk? Well, there's some things that will identify that it is me. In fact, one of my neighbors did not even know it was me until one of these days, she was listening to the radio in a bus. And while we're having a conversation, I sort of mentioned my name. And she said, wait. She came back home that day and she was like, now you be the... And I just chuckled, So I never said yes or no. But that was the day she knew. And we've been living together for the past how many years now? That was the day she knew that I actually worked in a radio station. And which radio station I worked with. Now that's for neighbors. But you see, your friends, your family members, working in oil and gas used to be a big deal then. Being a doctor used to be a big deal then. But how many of you really know what some of your friends do for a living currently? What they do, where they work. Yeah, you may not know the position they occupy, but that thing that brings income that you are always willing to collect and receive and ask. Are you aware of it? Does it matter to you? Lately, I've been reading some news stories about some youngsters who hacked a particular telecommunications, what's it called now? And they hacked to the tune of billions. I'm sure these students, by the way, would have friends within their circle. Friends that would not mind showing up at their apartments every now and then to chill with them. Because they know that from chilling with them, they would experience a share of whatever wealth that they have acquired. And then, that's how it happens. Until one day, they read in the news that, this person actually is a hacker that hacked XYZ bank. Or, it could be that the person is into internet fraud. And it only takes them getting arrested for people to know that this person is into Yahoo. He's a 419er. He's into internet fraud. Or it will take one thing. Something has to happen for people to know that, this person now robber. No wonder. I talk him. Wait for they see money where they spend up and down. But you join them to spend the money. Or they arrest the person. And the person realizes that, a kidnapper. Yeah, kidnapping they do. So whether it's a legitimate means or illegitimate means, do you care? Are you aware? Do you want to know? Or it's of no concern to you at all? Bring milk with a chop. Every Friday, call me, I go show. When I need help, I should reach out to you, and of course you would assist me. But what you indeed do for a living? Do you know the source of income of those people in your circle? Let's talk. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Once again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416 081 0809 030 6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Turn down the volume of your radio set as you call and be audible so we can hear you. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. What's happening to the network? Again, 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. If those numbers do not connect, you can try 0817 923 0817 923 0009. Do you know and do you care about the source of income of the people in your circle? Your family members, they're close to you, they're your friend, there's a significant other, but you know what they do for a living. Nigerian for good afternoon to you and welcome. Alright, phone lines acting up now. I think I would rely on your WhatsApp message and maybe your comments on X. And I would like to sincerely apologize. Lately, I usually would forget to read comments on X. So I am apologizing. It doesn't make sense telling you to go to our X handle, watch us live and drop your comments, and then I don't get to read them. I usually see the comments maybe after the show is over. So please, you would have to forgive me. I promise to do better. Nigerian for good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon to you, my brother.
I'm fine. Calling from the city of the home of Onega River State.
Ifeanyi, you're welcome. Go ahead.
So, based on the comment of the source of income was our friends, but sister, some people, they don't normally know what our friend is working, our brother. They just depend and bring, give me. So that's what I somewhat like this comment, because that thing is killing some of our people now. So we need to know the source of income that our brother or sister is doing. How we need to beg them, because sometimes now it might be maybe something of sacrifice. So to people that they are giving. So I somewhat love this program. Thank you.
Okay. It may be something of sacrifice. Yeah, I've heard something like that before. There was once a tale about a certain man that usually gives. But you see, anytime the man gives you, you will never do anything reasonable with that money. You see, the man gives you the money to take your destiny. I don't know how true it is, but I know I heard that tale growing up. He gives. I mean, he will give you up to any amount you like. However, you should have money. You shall will not use it to do any good thing. And your life will shall be stagnant. That was how the story went. And then I think much later, a lot of people now realize he was into rituals and all. Nigerian Phil, good afternoon. Phone lines, behave. Behave yourself. I'm talking to you, phone lines. Stop acting up. Those days, children knew the occupation of their parents, what their parents were doing. Well, these days, even wives don't even know what their husbands do for a living. This country have gone gaga. Recently, I saw a boy I knew back then driving Lexus. And street people were hailing him. And I asked, what does this boy do to make this money? And they shouted at me, called me enemy of progress. Last year, this boy was shot by anti-cultism for kidnapping. The same people that used to hail him have gone to his Facebook page to unfollow him. These days in Nigeria, just make money. People won't ask you how. They will even give you chieftaincy title. NS from Woji. People won't ask you how. Yeah, the chieftaincy title is true. These days, very young people get chieftaincy titles. Nigerian Fair, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon to you, Lady D2W.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ruby, speaking you from the Tower of Babel.
Tower of Babel today.
This is our own.
All right, go ahead.
Lady, even if you know the source of the income, what do you do? Than to avoid the person or to collect something. For me, it depends. If it's my business, it has to do with my business, my hustling. It doesn't matter how you get your money, provided you come to patronize me. I don't need to ask the source of your income. If it is where I'm supposed to go collect from, just like this, recently it happened. There's a particular person, when he gives you money, if your spirit is not strong, it will happen to you. If I thought you go down to tell us your story. So, That makes me, it's not as if we don't ask. But the thing is that when people are not even sincere to themselves, not less of you, when they go beg or they go ask, that's why for me as a person, I'm not against people making it progressively, but I have to ask a question because for adventure, I don't know the source. Let it not be that I'm at the wrong place at the wrong time. Then they come for the person they look for, they don't see, and me they see. You understand my point? But ordinarily or generally, I don't ask. If it is somebody I'm close to, I observe as a person. Okay, then you can look at it this way. You know somebody has a shop, he's doing a business. And meanwhile, that person on the other hand is a secret or whatever. And you're not aware of that. What happens then? And that's the realities of today. So for me, I don't ask, but I watch from a distance. If it has to do with my husband, for patronage, I'm not going to ask you. Even the other ones, I'm not going to ask you, but I come back.
So now, no, the people in your family, at least, I'm sure you have siblings. You know what they do for a living. Your wife, you should know what she does for a living.
Of course, I know what they do. If I don't know,
did furniture. And I know furnitures are not cheap. I mean, whether you make the furnitures or you go into a furniture shop to buy maybe a 3-seater or whatever it's called, they're not cheap. Some of these seats could go for as high as $1 million and $1 million plus. So yeah, it seemed lucrative, it seemed like a lucrative business. And someone who did that kind of business, being a millionaire, was not far from the truth, right? However, from the movie, we saw that furniture shop was just a front for the money laundry he was doing. It was just a front. Now, he had a wife. At some point, the police had gone to his house to search the house. And the wife was calling him, police are here, oh, I don't know why you're here. I mean, that lady would think, my husband has money, my husband makes money legitimately, yeah, so if he's giving me XYZ amount of money for upkeep, I shouldn't be bothered. I know where his shop is. But did she know that her husband was also a money launderer? Was she aware? Or maybe she knew and she didn't care. Now, we live in a time where young children are into fraud and their parents know. In fact, they use their parents' accounts to save money so that when the EFCC will come, the EFCC will find nothing in their accounts to, But when an EFCC person starts going to search a 60-something-year-old woman's account, and even if she has that kind of money, she can always point to something. I'm a landlord, or I have property here. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. There are people that know. But are there people that know and feign ignorance? Are there people that actually do not know? Now let's go to something that is very common to a lot of us. The religious space. Whether or not you agree with me, some churches or some denominations or some pastors have a way of glorifying members who are seemingly rich. When they see the tithes and the offerings, they just have a way of, so whenever they want to do something in the church, they have a way of fixing these members as head of this committee, part of this committee, because they know that these people can on their own fund some of these projects, fund some of these concerts or whatever it is called, right? But the narrative is, he is a businessman. What is the business? The narrative is, she didn't go into oil and gas. Which oil and gas? He has one government appointment. Okay. But do they really, really say, my brother, come on. Hey, what exactly do you do? Like, what kind of business do you do? Or they don't care. Because whether you like it or not, for some people, their church is their inner circle. There are some people that have biological family, and then they have the church, which is part of their family. And trust me, once you have money in your church, chances are that anybody that is in need that knows, after service, they will wait for you at some point for financial assistance. Sometimes you have your phone numbers, they will call you. If you are the benevolent type, you on your own will reach out to them. And then they probably will call back in appreciation and gratitude. But while you give to them, while you extend your hand, while you throw money around, I am not oblivious of what my friends do for a living, and as such, it is also the determinant of relationship with him or her. Nestle from Port Harcourt. Onyekachi from Rukwaku, welcome to the sunny side. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon, Onyekachi.
Thank you for this topic. We are talking of what people do. If we know the sources of our neighbors' income.
I mean, those within your circle, those people that you will call your people. You know, you have people. I mean, for instance, if you want to have an occasion now, you know the people you would invite. True or false?
Yeah, definitely. That's my knowledge. Those I have within my circle, I know what they do. That is human. Someone can be working in bank. I've heard of stories, chains of them, of people working in bank that are into some other things. It's not peculiar to bank, but I'm using bank as a case study. Somebody is working in bank, he's liaising with Yahoo boys, receiving money for them. Even when EFCC tax such money, apprehend the receiver, they will be the one to inform the Yahoo boys that this particular money sent to your account has been taxed. Anybody that is withdrawing this money will be arrested. So how do we call stuff like that, and what do we call stuff like that? It becomes an issue. So I can only attest to myself, this is what I do. Aside that, any other person, I can't vote for anybody. That is the truth.
Okay.
But so far, so good. I can tell you, this is my friend. If I'm having an occasion today, I will invite this person. I will invite this person. Let's look at what they do. Look at what they do. Any other hand from up is one thing I don't know.
I don't know. So if the occasion will require that they assist you financially, you don't mind where the money is coming from?
They assist me financially must not be the type that should fund my building if I'm building. So far, so good. I've tried to build my life in a way that I hardly demand from anybody.
Well, sometimes you don't have to demand. For instance, God forbid, if you lose someone in your family now, these people within your circle on their own will come and they will rally around you and they will raise money for you. It will now be left for you to collect or not to collect. I mean, if you guys have a group chat, they will even remove you from the group chat and plan whatever they are planning. On the D-Day, you will see them. They will show up. They probably will come with their own drinks, come with their own refreshment, and still carry envelope or collect your account details and send something to you. If you're celebrating too, I'm just telling you how some friends work, how they will turn for you. And if they have to give you a gift, they will go ahead and spend their money.
That must be of business benefits, not me hide or I can do that. If I have a dress to do or wedding, whatsoever celebration I want to engage into, I plan for it.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
You see, Dennis, this world today is the way it is because people are living above their means. I sent a message in one of your programs, that should be last week. I had a child dedication. I didn't take my child to church on Sunday. I didn't take the child to church on Wednesday. I carried my child with my wife and went to my pastor's office on Tuesday, which is not any of the church activities, any church of the church programs. Wednesday is church service, midweek service. Sunday is church service, normal church service. I didn't go within those 2 days. I carried my child and my wife with so new clothes, which is our own. The clothes belongs to our own. We went to the pastor blessed us. The little thing I had, I gave it to the pastor. And funny enough, I made good money days to that day. Days to that day. So we must not kill ourselves for anything.
Okay.
We must not make sure that Chidinma, the husband, is doing this. We must do this. It doesn't say in any way. And it's exactly why the society is like this.
All right. Thank you, Onyekachi. Chile Edwin says, those that I don't know, what do I do with their business? Imagine you are with your friend chilling, and then the police just show up and they come to arrest your friend. You guys are having your normal friends hangout, and you're asking, what did he do? What did he do? What did she do? Yeah, this one, I'm robber. I'm robber. You say, I say, no wonder. Wait for see money. All of a sudden you begin to wonder. But you didn't wonder before. I'm not saying that people do not earn legitimately, but it is only after, an arrest has been made that some people realize that some of the people they have been dealing with, some people who have friends with them, are actually into something legal. Nigerian for good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, my brother.
I'm calling you from Abia State.
You're welcome.
All right. I've been listening to the topic you raised this afternoon. My dear, the problem is that we have lost our core value. There's no more moral. I could remember those days when people would be scared when they see somebody they know his background, know whatever he do, or the level of his income. And all of a sudden, you now come with a big vehicle or something like that. In our place those days, people will be scared of you. Nobody will want to come close to you because they know that this kind of wealth is not ordinary. But my dear, the problem now is that even our parents are supporting, are encouraging, and even backing up their children to involve themselves in issues like this. Let me give you an example. Last year, towards the end of last year, I have a brother in my village. The son is about, should be around 20 years or thereabout. The guy is in university. I know the day all of us went for his matric. But do you believe that just 3 years, sometime last year, around October or November, this young man, one Sunday, I was coming back from church. The next night, I saw this Jeep, 470 GK something, black, tinted all through. I was coming. I didn't go with my vehicle. I was coming to church. I was straight. The bike was stopped by my side and sounded the horn. I don't know anybody that uses this kind of vehicle. I continued going. The guy drove again. And the way he came close to me, I said, next thing I saw the front windscreen, his driver's side came down. It's a small boy. But I told you he's not up to 20 or 21 years maximum. He rode down the glass. Look at him. I said, where are you coming from? Where? He started laughing, brother, and he saw me, he said, him greet me. And the worst part of it was that the mother was at the back of that vehicle. I said, where did they go? He said, hey, brother, he just came home with his vehicle. A guy that is at university, one of the university, I don't want to mention the name. The mother was at the back. He started calling me, hey, uncle, come in now, come in. We are just going to have a drink. I said, no, I'm just coming back from church. But let me get him first. The guy even tried giving me, okay, I'll put this one now for our transport. I said, don't bother yourself. You can see, a mother that's supposed to caution his son. How did you get this money? He's the one that went inside the vehicle, and the guy was going to enjoy with the mother. Then tell me. Then people are around. How would they see that family? How would they see that family? The problem we have, and when you begin to caution, the next thing you will hear, some people will say you are enemy of progress, just like you said in one of the things you said. They'll say you are envying them and the one that made it to be poor. But at the end of the day, when the problem will come, it will connect. If it's a community or a family, people will start to say, don't you know that family, that boy that they caught that kidnapper is from social family. Those people that are innocent in that family also will be punished. So I pray that God will help us.
Didi, I work, and my wife, my children, my family members, and even in-laws know my office and position. As long as God keeps blessing me, I will always give both in church and to the needy. But nobody can cajole me to give, not even my priest. I do as my spirit leads. Bob, send that in. Nigerian for good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Barry the Taylor calling from us.
Barry the Taylor, you're welcome.
You make me remind me, a very big afternoon that playing at some. They had at Barry and Nigerian to meet her. Thank you very much. Back to the discussion. I think to me, it's not necessary to know where someone has his money when it's time for you to get ahead. Because money is money. And they don't write these days the other side. And they write money on the other side. That is why when you are in need, and you needed somebody to assist you, I think you better know who you are asking of. Don't just ask somebody that you don't know as you and in need. You must know what that person is and what he does. Even if you don't know the source where you're getting the money from, it's not your business. What you are after is, can you help me? Can you help me? Then the person will not come up, yes or no. So for you to find out the details where you get the source from, I think it's not likely to you. Because if you have the money from a wrong place and it gives it to you, you give you that money and solve your own problem. You know right ego on top of that money. I didn't know what you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you, Barry the Taylor.
So for me to do picture and then I will get to know exactly where the money and nobody is getting. No. That needs to be hard. You do your own work. If you have something doing, you cannot, I think, even if you challenge you can still go and say, but.
All right. Thank you, Barry the Taylor. As long as you want to use it to solve your problem, doesn't matter where it comes from. Well, I think we should tread carefully. The way we praise money and the people that have money and the titles we give to them. At some point, it may be our concern to know how they make that money, so that if we need to advise them, we do. And then we're not roped into the trouble that will come with people who jointly spent and squandered illegal money. I'm Denise Dennis. Well, up next is Trending Stories. Stay tuned.
Real stories,